Okay, Jonathan. Excellent. Excellent. I think you have, and by the way, it's not going to be a long business meeting, people, because this is a request actually from you. And we have 34 people decided that they not only want to be customers, they actually want to make a business out of it. What do you think about that, Jonathan?
I think it's the most amazing thing because this is it's serious, a serious opportunity. There's no question about it. And I think that if anybody wants to step up, this is a real opportunity where you can make part-time money or full-time money, whatever you want to do, it's possible.
Well, Jonathan, you know what? You had a great slide presentation, but we're going to condense those slides and perhaps maybe take a few minutes because this has been a special night of questions.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you to go through very quickly what this business encompasses as far as the 5 points. And then afterwards, you and I can get together and ask some questions. Is that good enough?
That sounds good. That sounds
Okay.
good. It's coming up right now as we speak.
All right. While Jonathan's bringing that up, some of you have wondered, what does it take to be successful with this business? What we're going to do is we're going to make sure we keep this as simple as possible. What you find is a lot of people are being complicated, and that complication is causing you not to move. Well, tonight, I want you to listen very carefully as Jonathan covered the main points. And this is not a MLM opportunity. This is not a multi-level marketing situation. Get that out of your head. It's not. It is a network marketing. It doesn't say net play. It doesn't say net put it on hold. It didn't say net I'll do it next week. It is a network marketing opportunity. Now, what that work involved, the difference in MLM versus network marketing, listen to that as Jonathan covered. Jonathan, take it away.
All right. No problem. It's a beautiful thing. I think that there's 7 key things that make an opportunity an opportunity. Because if you're trying to decide what you want to do, you need to look for 7 things. The first one, decide what market you want to be in. Look for the trend within that market. And the product has to have specific factors to make it relevant. And then the company, if the company doesn't have certain things, move on. Compensation plan is important, leadership in the field, and then timing. An interesting statement by Warren Buffett on timing that you'll find interesting, but take a look at this when it comes to market. Is there a market for what we're in right now? Is there a market? And it may seem like it's a, kind of a silly question. It may seem a little bit redundant to even ask that, but the answer really is absolutely yes, because there's people who study statistics and they say that right now, wellness, just looking for the word wellness. And if you're wondering where I got that information from, look underneath that pie chart. There's the link for it right there. So you can always do a screenshot to it and go search it yourself and see. 4.37 trillion worldwide. In the US, 1.2 trillion. And the number of products, almost 2 billion. And that's dollars. United States dollars. And by the way, United States dollar is still the strongest currency in the world right now. So it's a huge market, this whole thing about wellness. So you're in the right market space. The collagen is right there with the personal care and beauty, even though, in my personal opinion, the most important reason for taking the collagen is not for beauty, although that happens to be one of the side benefits of it. Because, and if you are a woman, you're especially concerned about everybody's aging, but women's particularly don't want to look like they're aging. So collagen can help. The next line there with nutrition, everything else that Engage Global has is right there in that line with nutrition. Now, someone contacted me the other day and pointed out, I think it was Edward Thomas, that said, take a look down at the $131 billion level. Mental wellness is right in there. And I hadn't thought about that one. $131 billion market space for mental wellness. And we have CBD, and we have collagen, and we've got Micro Daily, and we got Brain Boost. So that fits right in that category. And Stephanie, you got a comment on this industry?
No, I just wanted to see, maybe later, I wanted to take a snapshot of that first one before the pie. Yeah, the mark, not, no, the one before this one. This, yeah, thank you.
Oh, that screen comes up several times, so you won't get that plenty of times.
Okay, thank
you. No problem. Now, right here, the next part of this, again, is the trend. Okay. So market is one thing, but what's the trend? What's the trend? Because if you're in the wrong, even if you're in the right market, but the trend is going in the wrong direction, you got a problem. When it comes to, in fact, I mentioned this one time before, that there was a time when the hottest market on the planet was .coms. But if you want to try to get on the .com era now, you missed that boat. That ship has sailed. But as far as the wellness market trend is concerned, the same people who study statistics say that the projected annual growth rate is 9.9% post-COVID. This is post-COVID, as the industry recovers from the COVID pandemic. And I don't know if you guys noticed it. Did you notice that they now list COVID-19 is the third leading cause of death? Did y'all see that on that screen from the CDC? Right? Heart disease, cancer, COVID-19 was number 3. The third leading cause of death. It just blew right past diabetes. It blew right past stroke. It blew right past all those other diseases. And it's now number 3. They've accepted that COVID is here to stay. And it's just now going to be listed there just like any other disease. The trend in the wellness industry is 9.9% up. More and more people will be looking for ways to feel better. Now, here's the question. What's the product that you're selling? The product matters because even if you're in the right industry, but you're selling the wrong product, you got a problem. If you were in the music industry right now, music is one of the hottest markets on the planet. Hottest market on the planet. If you get a hit song on YouTube, you're a millionaire, just on YouTube. So, and it's trending upward. But if you happen to be selling 8-track tapes today, you're out of business. If that's how you plan to make money from the music industry, it's not going to work. But now, if your product, it has to have 3 things. It's got to be unique, it's got to be consumable, and there must be a demand. Those 3 things are absolutely you just have to have them. There's no way to separate it. Okay. Microdaily EMF, absolutely unique. I'm not even going to say another word about it. It's unique. Collagen Daily, absolutely unique. And I'm only going to say 2 words about that. Enzyme inhibitors. Nobody else has it. This one is unique. There's a whole lot of collagen out there on the market, but not one of them has enzyme inhibitors in it. You may be saying to yourself, what's the big deal? Why do I need enzyme inhibitors? Well, imagine you were putting gasoline in your car, but there was a hole in your gas tank. Right now, as we age, we are creating an enzyme that, guess what it does? Depletes our body from collagen. It takes the collagen out of our body. It's like having a hole in the tank. So no matter how much collagen you put in there, it's still leaking out just like it was before you started taking it. Except Dr. Prasad's plugs the hole. It's the one that has the enzyme inhibitor. So we don't lose the collagen that you make, and you don't lose the collagen you already had. So that's why some folks are saying that they're walking a whole lot better. Probiotic Boost commented on that already. It's the only one that has only acid-resistant and heat-resistant bacteria. It's the only one of its kind. And it's formulated by the man who figured out that butyric acid has anti-cancer properties. He's the man that did that. And there is no other gummy on the market that actually has nutrients in it. All the other gummies on the market look like a dinosaur, a caveman, or something else for kids. This is the only one that actually has nutrients. the only one that actually can make a difference with the immune system of the kids. The only one that's supported by US patents, the only one that's supported by clinical studies, the only one with its own patent pending filing. So are these products unique and consumable? Consumable is important because if your customer has to call you every time they get to the bottom of a box or a bottle, you're in business. If they don't have to call you, if they don't need to come back to you again, you're out of business after you make your sale. Like a car salesman, you sell a car, you're broke until your next car sale. Real estate, you're broke until you sell your next house. Engage the micronutrient company with these products, you make your sale once and you keep getting paid over and over and over again because the products are unique and they're consumable. But is there a demand? Is there a demand? Absolutely yes. Not even going to spend any time talking about this because we already looked at the chart that heart disease is on the rise, especially post-COVID. Heart disease is on the rise. We've already seen evidence from the CDC's website that every single disease is on the rise. All-cause mortality, this is the part that for me is really disturbing, is that all-cause mortality is on the rise right now. It's up right now 16%. And if we did the math, it'd be the equivalent of somewhere in the area of, well, let me not say another word about it. Once again, I say COVID-19 is the number 3 leading cause of death right now. But there are more people dying right now from all other diseases at a rate of about 16% globally. And they can't figure out why. And heart disease is one of the most egregious ones. They can't figure out why. There's no explanation as to why more people are dying right now. So there's a demand. There's a very high demand for all of these products, actual products from a scientist who's world-renowned scientist, all the products that actually work. Okay, so market important, trend important, product check. Now what about the company? Very simple. The company was founded back in 2012. So listen, folks, that's a 10-year-old startup. That's a 10-year-old company, and it's barely off the ground. There's only about 1,000, less than 2,000 distributors right now. I put 5,000 here just so that the slide would have to be changed in a few months because I plan to help bring in another 1,000 or 2 within the next 6 months. I believe some of you will be instrumental in bringing in hundreds of new distributors, new affiliates within the next 6 months or so. So, but there's only 2,000. Last time I interviewed David Nemelka, he said 1,000, only about 1,000 actual working affiliates. That was about 2 months ago. So that's nothing. We are in the sub-basement right now. This is just the beginning. The company is well-funded and positive cash flow. This is the secret weapon, is this man right here. So you're talking about Dr. Kedar Prasad. And all these accolades here are important, but the one that is just off the Richter scale is this one right here. This man was part of the Nobel Peace Prize nominating committee in the category of medicine. No one else like that. No one in that group. But he's written 32 books and published more than 250 times and currently working on some new observational studies. So if you or any of your friends want to participate in some of his observational studies, then you just go to my website, healthcaresupport.org, and fill out the Contact Us page, Contact Us, and just mention that you want to participate in one of his observational studies. Currently, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer are the 3 categories that are going to be being addressed. But the opportunity emerged when these 2 people here came together. You got the brain and you got the brawn. The brain and the money came together. That's how this company was formed, born because of this. David Nemelka, deep pockets, wealthy venture capitalist. Someone came to him and said, "This is the business here that you need to look at for yourself." He said, "Okay, I like the sound of that," and he did. Put all of his eggs in this basket. He it was Dr. Prasad who agreed that he wanted to partner up with Dave Nemelka. We have an opportunity because those 2 happen to come together. Now, what about the compensation plan? The compensation plan, 100% unique, because nobody else on the planet has a predictable pay plan. No one else has a pay plan. You get paid 3 different ways: team bonuses, customer commissions, and a unique all of it bonus. Take a little closer look. This team bonus means that you are able to earn anywhere between $150,000 to $45,000 a month as it's currently set. They're going to have to change this because there's some people that are knocking on that door this next year, 2023. There are going to be some people that are ready to blow through that ceiling right there. So they're going to have to make some changes to this compensation plan, but that's where it is right now. And mind you now, as an example, you can earn with just $3,000 in sales, 3,000 points, make yourself $300 a month. And with 100,000 points, you can make $10,000 a month. So the team, and you have to think of this in separate terms, okay? Team building bonus, team bonuses. Think of it as a totally separate category, all by itself. And then the customer commission is the second category. Think of that as number 2, a totally separate category, getting paid in commissions on your customer sales. This is actually kind of amazing, in my opinion, that you could have 6 customers and actually just and make for yourself $228 per month. That's getting your own products for free. That's with the average person paying $190 for their product and a 20% commission. So that's how much you get if you want that on a residual basis, separate from your team bonus money. If you want to make $900 a month, just do a little extra work. Make for yourself 16, get yourself 16 customers. And then your pay goes up to 30% by that point. So you're getting even more money. If that's still not enough, you want to make a rent payment or a mortgage payment, just work a little harder. Get yourself 32 customers. Now, I don't know about you, but 32 customers really is just not that hard. It really is just not that hard. Most people, I remember the first time I was starting in network marketing, I said to my wife, I said, so how many sick people do you know? And she started rattling off these names. No, don't. I said, don't say the names to me. And I handed her a piece of paper and a pen. I said, just start writing them down. Don't think of anything else. I don't care what's wrong with them. Just write down all their names. And she came back shaking her hand, like 5 or 6 pages where she's been just writing and writing and writing. It was about 100 people just off the top of her head without looking up anything in a computer. These were just people off the top of her head. I guarantee you, everybody here on this meeting right now, between everyone that's on this meeting right now, I would venture to say 50 people that you know that are sick. Every single person on here knows about 50 people. That's already house payment money right there. That's just with the customer part of this, okay? But what about the all of it bonus? How does the all of it bonus work? This is very simple. You sell a bundle, whether it's to a customer or an affiliate. All of the upfront money goes to you. This is a very difficult concept for anybody to get because nobody does this. It sounds like there's a scam. It sounds like there's a catch somewhere in there, but it really isn't. It's 2 steps, period. But we're going to illustrate it here this way. This is a Dr. Prasad's Choice bundle. That's what you see on the right. On the left, if you sell that, this is what your commission is. You make $256.94 when you sell Dr. Prasad's Choice bundle, period. Still not clear? Okay, let me put it another way. The picture's on the left now. Sell one of those, you make $256.94. I hope it's clearer now. So I just kind of switched it around there to try to emphasize the point, because this is worth repeating, because most people don't believe this. They don't believe it. Now, is there some fine print? Yes, there is. There's some fine print. You're going to make the first $150, and then after the second subscription payment, then you get the balance of it. But either way, you still earned $256.94 on this sale. It's an all about. It's the only company that has anything like that. Now, to put it in perspective, let's go back to that same customer chart. okay, customer commission chart, where you're busy making $228 per month. While you were at it, if you played your cards right, in all of it bonus, you also made an additional $1,140. That's just with your first 6 customers. And if you play your cards right with 16 customers, you also would have made $3,000 in all of it bonus money with just your 16. And if you played your cards right and you were trying to get your little house payment money, your mortgage, while you were doing it, you pocketed another $6,000. I had one naturopathic doctor that just came on board about 3 weeks or so ago. And she had about 5 customers, 5 all of it bonuses. She could not believe it when I logged into her back office on Zoom and she saw $993 in her iPayout account. 5 customers. She couldn't believe it. She stared at that. She says, now, is that just an example that shows you what you could make, once you start working this business? I said, no, that's your pay. That's what she got in all of it bonus. 3 weeks time. She didn't do anything. She just told me who the customers were and had me call them. She told them they needed to be on this stuff, and they all just bought the Dr. Prasad Choice Bundle because she's a naturopathic doctor, and they just did it. That's how much money she put in her pocket. Not bad, huh? Not bad. So 7 things. Market's got to be right. The trend has to be going in the right direction. It's got to be the right product. The company's got to be rock solid, and they've got to pay you right. But you know something? We still need leadership. There still needs to be leadership, because while you're in business for yourself, most of us cannot succeed by ourselves. We need help. Is there help? Yes, there is. The company has massive amounts of help. This is just an example of one of the month's scheduled programs and events. Just an example of it. In the coming months, it's even more packed than this. They're putting on more and more training. The legacy team is growing. There's 2 more people added to this legacy team since this list was published. The growth team, there's another 6 more people on this list. Those are the ones working hard in the field, the backbone and your support, the people who are committed to getting to know this business. Many of them are working this full time. Many of them have decided to make this their income, their primary income stream. So you're in business for yourself, but you are by no means by yourself. But what about timing? There's the saying that timing is everything. And the people who are the wealthiest people in the world indicate that timing is quite significant. It's important. Here's what Warren Buffett said. A great investment opportunity occurs when a marvelous business encounters a one-time huge but solvable problem. We have a marvelous business that is built for a huge solvable problem. Now, no one is claiming that Microdaily and Engage Global products will treat, cure any disease. But there's an awful lot of people right now feeling better since they've added these nutrients in their body. You have a solution that everybody needs if they simply try it. If they try it, they will know that there's something different about these products. They're not the same as every other product out there. So just get back with the person who invited you, and they will help you to get started. It's a very simple process. Right now, you can join as affiliate for only $30. In 7 days, it's going to be $50. So now is the best time for you to start, because the price is going up to $49.90 to $49.99, I think it is. So start now. That's all to become an affiliate. I'm a little embarrassed to even say this, only $50, to be honest with you. I'd really like to tell you it costs $30 to become an affiliate. I mean, $1,000, but it's only $30. My suggestion, get a subscription for the Dr. Prasad's Choice Bundle. And the reason you want to do that is because anyone you introduce it to, they're going to say to you, how did you start? If you say to them, well, I just bought a brain boost, then they say, well, I'm going to buy a brain boost too. I want to see how it goes. So your whole business will be going creepy crawly, and you'll be getting 10% commission on $40. So you get yourself $4 every time you sign up a customer. And let me tell you something, it's just as hard to sign up a $4 commission as it is to sign up a $300 commission, $250 commission prospect. Takes the same amount of time, same amount of paperwork, same amount of everything, but they will do what you do. So what you want to be able to do is say you started with this, and your client will say, I think I want to start that way also. That's usually the way it will go. So it's an amazing opportunity right now. It's an amazing opportunity right now. And this is the time to take charge of your tomorrow today. So if you're on the fence about joining with this company, get off the fence. And now it's time for you to simply get to work. And when we talk about getting to work, we can't say enough about the fact that there are lots of people, like even on this call right now. You got Bernard Dean that's here. We got Alfreda Strong that's here. These are leaders who can answer questions, especially about this compensation plan. Nobody's better than what they have to offer when it comes to training on networking and compensation plan. So what can we add to this, Bernard? You want to take some questions?
Well, I tell you what, for the people that came that have to go, we understand, because we said we're going to keep it brief. But I wanted to address a couple of things I saw that were questions. And the question is, do everybody get the Dr. Prasad special? And you mind? I'm going to give you an honest answer of what I look at. Is that okay with you, Jonathan?
Absolutely.
What I do is I think you have to know your customers. And I do agree. Someone came on and says, you know what, selling Dr. Prasad special for the next 3 months, it may be challenging for them to pay for that bundle. And that may be so. You got to get to know what your customers' needs are. And that Dr. Prasad special, there's a lot of tactics there's a lot of things come in. First of all, do they need everything in that bundle? And can they afford it? That's a huge thing. Can they commit to 90 days? That's another thing. The one thing I need you to understand, and this is how I built a very successful business since July 7th this year, is I've gotten to know my products first. I know my products. I ask questions to find out what's wrong with that person. Now, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not treating, I'm not trying to cure, I'm trying to listen, because I want to take and then put the right products with that person so that first month they get on the product and never come off. That's what I'm looking for. I know in this, there's a high retention rate, over 90%. Over 90%. And it's like, if you go, what is it, a couple of years, 70-something%?
Yep,
that's unheard of. It's unheard of. And yet it exists. All my people said they'll never come off a product. You know why? Because I educate them as to what they're taking. And I tell them, they ask me to say, well, if I take this, what am I going to see? I don't know what you're going to see, because I don't know what's wrong with you. But I do know this. Everybody's suffering from oxidative stress. Everybody has inflammatory problems. You got free radicals. And then they're looking at me and they say, well, if I start taking it, how long do I take it? I said, well, how long do you eat, breathe, and drink? Because every day you're going to suck in this stuff, whether you want to suck it in or not. So this becomes part of your regimen. If you hesitate in your presentation, they're going to hesitate. If you hesitate, they will hesitate. I promise you. So absolutely. I may not get the Dr. Prasad special. I'm going to get something that they can afford, something that they need. And when they get their products, I'm going to walk them through it, because I want them to know that you promised me that you will be on this regimen for 90 days. If you're not going to be on it 90 days, do me a favor. Don't order it. I would understand if you want to go ahead and continue to walk bent over, whatever. I don't tell them that. But if y'all want to go on and wake up, wake up 10 times, go to the bathroom, all that stuff, I can't stop that. All I'm telling you is that I've got a lot of people that call me up, and they don't call me up and say, I can't afford the products. You know what people call me? They call me up and say, where do I stuff at? Yeah, I day y'all said it was gonna be here. And then I have to go back to my back office and find out where their stuff is. This is the first time, I promise you, I've been in this industry since 1982. This is the first time since July the 7th that I got a lot of people calling me up and say, where's my stuff? I had 3 people told me that they weren't interested because it didn't do anything for them. And 2 of them came off of it, came back. They had gotten their money back. They came back and asked me, can you call the company and tell them to go ahead and start that back again? I said, no, you call the company. You want to ask for your money back. I told you everything. You didn't know what was going on. So they called up and they back on the product. And then one only stayed on for a month and a half, like Jonathan said. What's the point, people? Here's the point. The right industry, yes. Network marketing right now has come to a new blossom because nobody want to go punch a clock no more. And everybody began to discover that $30 an hour in reality is about $8 or $9 an hour. If you make it $15 an hour, at the end of the month, you're going to have more month left over than the money. It's just a fact. There is no business that you can get into that you can pay $42.50 and actually make a business out of it. Reality, anyone goes in business, there's going to be attrition. There's going to be an attrition. Some people are going to quit for whatever reason. They're going to go talk to 2 people and they're going to come back and say, nobody wants this. I don't know what city y'all live in. I don't live in a city with 2 people. So you have to believe in the product, believe in the company, believe in yourself before you could do any business. And if you last in this and you go over and over and over again, I promise you, in time, I got some people on here right now on this call. Since July the 7th, they have become leaders in my network, not because of what I did, was because they had a strong enough reason why they were not going to quit. The why was to look in your child's eyes and see they're going to go to school and have everybody sneeze in their mouth. Well, you know what? You need to have some of this gummies before you go to school. You see somebody walking, bent over and stuff, they complain about arthritis, complain about this and that. You know what? I really hate to see you going through that. I got some people that have had some tremendous results from these micronutrients. I've never seen nothing like. Matter of fact, I'm taking it and I feel like a teenager. Even though I'm a senior citizen, I could probably outrun you right now because this products have helped me out that much. People, you got to believe in your product. You got to believe in the company. By the way, those of you that have met Dr. Prasad and David Nemelka, you are not going to get 2 combinations like what you see on here. When I come on, I make sure I bring my people on these calls. Right now, I don't expect you to know John. If I had to go through what Jonathan bring out, I promise you, I would have quit a long time ago because I don't know what Jonathan be talking about. All I know is I pop these capsules during the day and I do what I'm supposed to do. And at the end of the day, I ain't calling Jonathan to say, hey, Jonathan, what happens when it goes to this cell here in my kidney? I don't care about that. I care about when I go to the doctor, I get a good report. And I can call them and say, you know what? Yeah, I can go there because I feel good. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. You people should have your people on this call now you can't come near me. Those different meetings are structured so you have the flexibility to learn at your own rate. That's what they're for. And you can see that calendar come in, get over and over. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then when Dr. Prasad come on, it should be 500 people here. Some people say, nobody want to come on. No, nobody don't want to come home. It's just a matter of you didn't make it seem that important, that it's something they could use. So practice. That's my thing, Jonathan. That's my training. That's all I want to say is that everybody's on here because they want to be on here. They want to be successful. I don't care what you've been through. This is your time to shine when it comes to building your business. If you miss this, I'm telling you, it's going to be a long time before you get something else like this.
Yeah. You just need to move. You just need to move on and go punch a clock. If you miss this opportunity right now, you just need to punch a clock.
Absolutely.
Because you know what?
That's it.
But Walmart is hiring. Walmart is hiring cash register. People. Well, they need help.
Jonathan. They may be hiring, but right now the people working there are taking more stuff home than they are making. All right, but anyway, in respect of the 29 people on, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up, Jonathan. They got something.
Well, go ahead, get these 3 people on there. Barbara hasn't had a chance to ask any questions, so bring Barbara in, and then go back to Stephanie.
Yes, I am a new kid on the block. Excuse me, this is my first time I am from the New Orleans area where we have a lot of chemicals. I am a very chronic sick person. I suffer with allergies, sinus, mental challenges, depression, balance, my kidneys, my lungs, diabetes, high blood pressure. So my question is, as you can see, I have a lot of illness. I'm hoarse right now because of the change in the weather here, as well as all of the other pollutions that we're ingesting. If I get the bundle, do I take them all at the same time? Like there's
Yes, you can.
I can, but I
Yes,
just
you
have to
can.
eat and drink a lot of water.
Yeah, make sure you got some food in your stomach. That's all. Just, a little bit of food, but you can take them all at the same time. I took every single thing you looking at. I didn't show you the screen, but I took everything in that bundle this morning myself. When I start my day, I started with this in my I used to drink coffee all the time, but I drink tea more now than I used to. But everything on there, I take in the morning.
Yeah, I take all
Okay.
mine too, Jonathan, too. But you do have to, I take it right in the middle of eating. I just take them and then swallow them all, just like I'm eating. And it's worked out perfectly for me.
Yep.
Okay, one final question. I am going for an MRI on the 29th because I've been falling uncontrollably, and it's not dizziness, it's my balance. So do you know if any of those products is good for balance?
All we can tell you is it's good for your whole body.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good enough. Thank
Alfreda
you.
came in.
Alfreda said
Alfreda
she can tell you it's
knows,
good for balance.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
exactly.
much. I'm excited.
All right, get started. Let us come back and let us know how it goes now.
I will do that.
All right,
For real.
very good. Stephanie, go ahead. This got to be quick now, Stephanie, because there's 4 more
Be
people.
quick.
I know y'all tired of me answering, but
No, we're not tired of you.
That's because I'm taking these gummies. That's all I've been on, and I got energy, going crazy. And the lady that talked before, I deal with a lot of illness too. But I just wanted to say what Bernard said is really, I just wanted to piggyback off what he said, that really you don't have to convince people that this is a good product if they try it. And $30, $50, that's nothing. It is costly to start a business. My daughter is just starting a online business, and you would be amazed at what it costs to start just an online business. So this business is not expensive, and if people want, it's a good product. So it's really not, it's not a lot of convincing, because if they don't want to try it, then they're just missing out on something that's really good. And I feel like this is my whole thing with people. We tend to go and do what is important to us as human beings, regardless of what it is. So if your health is important to you, you're going to make sure to do what you need to do to keep it up. So that's all I wanted to add.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
very much for adding that. Dolores has a comment.
Well, I too want to just comment on what Bernard said, as well as you, Jonathan. I appreciate the both of you, but like it was said, the product sells itself. We are not salespersons. We are affiliates. We advocate the product because we know it's a good product. And yes, sometimes you do live in an area where people are limited in their thinking and willingness to try it, but you don't just stay in that area. You make sure you share this opportunity for persons to get healthy in whatever area you can find them. You don't just stay home and talk to the person, the people right there around you. Matter of fact, Stephanie Pinkett is a person that I was fortunate to come in contact with because of persistence. You got to persist. If you believe in the product, you are going to persist. The product works. And that's just all we can say. One simple way I tell people is this: 90% of our problems lie in our immune system.
Yep.
We need to optimize the immune system, and that's what these products do. They optimize your immune system, and everybody's immune system needs to be optimized because we have so many things that we are exposed to. The product has worked for me and my family, and I know it can work for other people. It's just up to them as to whether they want to give it a try. And I'm like Bernard, if you don't want to try it for 90 days, I don't want you to try it either.
Don't want you to do that. I don't like clawbacks.
Listen,
You know, hey, let me say this on you too, what you just said. Some people say, hey, Bernard, I want to be in this business, but I can't talk like you. You could sell a bridge to somebody over in the desert. People that talk a lot do not do well in this business. Your opportunity is to share the less, the best. Sometimes I be trying to talk my people, they be done bought it 10 minutes ago. I'm still talking about it. Once people look and say, you know what, that sounds good, I'm gonna try it. Get out your computer and then close the sale. Don't be sitting up there telling, and it does this, and it'll be that. I'm gonna send you this video and do all. No, people, they said they'll try it. Let it go. And don't beg. Everybody on here, what your job is not to beg. Your job is to share something that worked with you, and you heard the experiences of others, and get them here to hear more about it. Your job is to share and care and love people. If you don't like the person, then don't share it. Somebody else probably share it with them, and then you'd be mad when you see them on here. But that's up to you whether you want to do that.
Yep. Get them
All
here.
right, Levin, I'm gonna lower Levitt's hand. Go ahead.
Yeah. Get them here. Essie had another comment.
Oh, yes. I appreciate both of you and everything you said, and I enjoyed it. And what you said is a good business, but and I'm kind of up in age now, and I'm not able to go punch no card at any other place. So,
Ain't putting none either. I'm with you. I ain't punching. Me and you go out for a cup of coffee together.
So I'm gonna try to stick with this with Jehovah's help.
I know that's
There
right.
you go, Wesley. I tell people right now, the only thing I do, if I come on your job and you carrying bricks and all that stuff, I come over there and all I do is point, eat donuts, and drink coffee. So if you let me there, you want to pay me for that, I come.
I don't force them, but a couple of once she should start that this afternoon. I talked to her, and which I know what it done for me. I just persisted.
Share. Just act like you care about people. Virginia Gilbo is 91 years old, and every single month she's recruiting somebody.
What?
Yeah, 91 years old. Who send it to you?
Yeah.
Somebody sent it to you.
Virginia Gilbo. She sends me emails every month. She says, I'm not clear on this particular aspect of the compensation plan. Could you help me with this? And if I don't answer, she called the company and tell them I didn't answer her.
What?
Yeah,
I sent her video to everybody, John. That video is just inspiring.
Bernard, she dined me out to the company because I won't answer the questions.
Wow. I got to get my app on my phone.
Yep, Virginia's on top
Jonathan,
of
look like you got one more.
Go ahead, Freddie.
Yes, I just had a question. I was driving and you were talking about the doctor, and she looked in her back office. And how much money did you say that was back there?
$993.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
5 customers.
Yes. And I want to say, I also want to say that if you just talk to people and tell them your experience, my goal is to try to have at least one person in at least 25 states. I guess I've got about 6 or 7 states, 6 or 7 states now. I'd like to say 50 states, but I'm working little. But and I also want to say that just from telling 4 or 5 of my friends, maybe 6, that now there are more than 50 people on my team. So wow. It just talk and be persistent. It is a good product. It speaks for itself, and your team will grow. Essie is a good example of that. She and I were on the phone. I was talking to her about her numbers and how to help her move along to get one of these bonuses. And I said, Essie, how many people you think you have on your team? And she said, well, I think I got about 3. And I said, well, look, let me show you how many you have. She has 20 people, 20 people. She didn't even know that they were there, right? So, and we try to work with one another. I try to work with everybody on my team, to grow. But the product does it. We have Dr. Prasad. We have the product. We have good leadership. and an awesome compensation program. Just stick with it. You will not be disappointed.
Got that right.
That's it.
Hey, Jonathan, Freddie used to call me. She's one of my leaders. She used to call me, and I started to send her this song that she don't call me anymore.
Well,
Thank
he's a
you so
good
much,
trainer.
Fred.
I'm on my own. I'm swimming on my own now. He started
All right.
training. I'm on my own.
All right, then. Thank you so much.
That's what
And
happens.
look,
I appreciate her.
it look like
what
Lance,
happens
you
when
got
you
one
teach.
more there. Good.
That's what happens when you teach them, Bernard.
Hey, I'm gonna keep teaching mine. When y'all bring these people on board, don't bring them on board and then throw mud against the wall. Take time and teach them that back office. You don't know back office? Go to your upline and find them. Lance, you got one closing comment?
Sally. No, my name's
Sally.
Sally. My last name's Lance.
Okay.
But anyways, I just wondered, like, this is such good training, learning so much. But I still want to just get it straight in my head. Is if somebody just orders $60 for like the Brain Boost, the cheapest product, for instance, do I get paid that much for the first ones that order it? Or does it have to be $250?
No, as long as they're on a subscription. If it's a subscription, you still get the all of it bonus.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know they have to be on the subscription.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Get with your upline and get trained there, Sally. You look like you ready to go.
She is talking to her upline. Everybody says that. She is talking to her upline. That's why she raised the question.
Yeah, well, Jonathan's been helping a lot too, so thank you.
All right. Thank y'all so much.
Take care,
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you guys
Thank
very
you.
much,
A great
Bernard.
meeting.
Outstanding again.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Everybody-
staying over.
Stay busy. Stay busy.
Yes.
Let's help people. Let's help people.
All
Thank you.
All right.
Y'all be safe.
Right.
Good time. Good night. Bye-bye.
Have fun, people. Have fun out there. Have fun. Let's take this to legacy. We all legacy before the end of the year. Everybody on here legacy by the end of the year.
I heard that.
Ambassador. Ambassador. Bye-bye. See you all. Thank you. Good job, 17.